if you're thinking about purchasing a new Apple Watch, you've probably wondered whether to get the Ultra or the Series 8. Let's be honest, the Ultra is beautiful, more robust, and much more resistant thanks to its titanium case and scratch-resistant sapphire display, which is almost impossible to scratch. It's the Apple Watch with the best battery life and does indeed have more features than the Series 8, especially for those who engage in sports regularly. However, all of this doesn't come for free. The Apple Watch Ultra costs $799, while the GPS-only version for the Series 8 is available for half the price. So, which one should you get? I've divided this video into 4 sections: price, design, battery life, and other features. I suggest you pay close attention to the information and weigh your priorities. This will help you a lot when making your decision. And now, before I dive in, did you know that a person has their identity stolen every 6 seconds? Shocking, right? I actually have a friend who unfortunately had her identity stolen several times, and she has been dealing with a bunch of bills that are not even hers for years. It's incredible to see how much information exists about us online, and you can easily check this with a quick Google search. Just go ahead and Google your full name, and you'll see. The craziest thing? Many people are not even aware of this. Now, all of this information is available online because of data brokers, basically people who profit by selling your information to spammers, telemarketers, or anyone else that wants to learn more about you. And here's where Aura comes in. Aura is a new online safety product that is extremely easy for you to use, and it can help you protect your information. They constantly check for data brokers that are exposing your data, and then they automatically submit opt-out requests for you. This way, you'll be protected and you won't even need to worry about it. They can also opt out of junk mail and telemarketing lists to get rid of all of those annoying calls. So if you're interested, make sure to check aura.com/marinatech to try 2 weeks and see how many data brokers currently share your information. On their website, you can also check all of the features that they offer, and I've listed a link down below in the description. Thank you so much, Aura, for sponsoring this portion of the video, and now let's get back to it. Let's start with the price. As I mentioned earlier, the Ultra is much more expensive than the Series 8. But one thing you need to consider is that the Apple Watch Series 8 is available in 2 different finishes, aluminum and stainless steel, and offers options with and without cellular connectivity, which affects the price. For example, if you plan to purchase the larger stainless steel version of the Series 8, which already comes with cellular, just like the Ultra, it'll cost you $749, almost the same price of the Ultra. In this case, I lean towards the Ultra. Now, if budget is your concern, I suggest going for the aluminum version of the Series 8 without cellular connectivity, which is practically half the price of the Ultra. It is still a great smartwatch. Now, if price isn't an issue for you, let's move on and talk about the design. You've seen the Apple Watch Ultra and you know it's more robust, more resistant, and larger with its 49mm titanium case. The display is practically scratch-proof and it's only available in the natural titanium color. On the other hand, the Series 8 is a more discreet Apple Watch, available in 2 different sizes, 41 and 45mm, and 7 different colors considering the stainless steel options. Its display is not as resistant as the Ultra since it lacks the titanium case protection on the sides, and the display's material makes it more vulnerable to scratches. My Series 8 has a few scratches on the display already, so I can definitely confirm that for you. And before you ask, yes, the stainless steel version also has a sapphire crystal display, but it's still not as resistant as the Ultra. There's no comparison. So if you need a robust and resistant Apple Watch for manual labor dealing with machinery or construction, something like that, you don't need to think twice. The Ultra is the best option for you. For example, I have a friend who's a farmer who had already scratched the entire display of his Apple Watch Series 7. With the Ultra, he doesn't worry about that anymore. Now, disregarding all of the other features and the Ultra's intended use, I'll get into more details about this in a second, I suggest to consider the design of these two smartwatches. Which one do you prefer? Which one do you find it more attractive? Which one would you wear on most occasions? I ask this because I'm assuming you won't buy two different Apple Watches, right? You're watching this video to decide which one to buy. I personally chose the Series 8 because even though I find the Ultra beautiful and perfect for sports and the gym for everyday use, and yes, I liked it on me, I didn't find it too big, I would need another more discreet Apple Watch to wear on dinners or any other formal occasions. My husband Pedro, on the other hand, wears the Ultra for any occasion and it looks perfect on him, especially when paired with a stainless steel band, which looks very elegant. The only downside of the design and size is that precisely because it's larger and it has the squared edges, it tends to catch on clothing when you're putting on a jacket or a shirt, for example. It's also easier to bump into things, but that's not necessarily a problem because, yeah, it's super resistant. So think about your design preference and whether you need the extra resistance or not. And before we continue, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if I'm helping you and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. By the way, after you make your decision, I've included affiliate links to the Apple Watches in the description. Purchasing through these links don't cost you any extra, but it's another way to help the channel grow. But let's get back to it. If there's one thing we can't argue about, it's that the battery life on the Ultra is so much better. I need to charge my Series 8 every day, while my husband with the Ultra only charges it every 3 days. This is definitely a positive point, and I won't go into much detail here. If battery life is a priority for you, go for the Ultra. No doubt about it. And before I wrap up, let's move on to the fourth section of the video. Other features. We know that Apple's focus with this Apple Watch is sports, not day-to-day use. So yes, it has at least 10 more features than the Series 8. It operates in more extreme temperatures, it has a customizable action button, much better water resistance suitable for diving, it has a depth gauge and water temperature sensor, a larger display with more complications, up to 2000 nits of brightness, which is twice as bright as any other Apple Watch, night mode, emergency siren, precision dual frequency GPS, battery life, and other features. So what do you need to consider here? Whether you need these features or not. If you're an athlete, practice diving, surfing, hiking, running, for example, it will be perfect for you. Now, if you want an Apple Watch for everyday use, you'll be perfectly satisfied with the Series 8. But let me quickly recap. Have you considered the price, design, battery, and other features? Basically, if price isn't a problem for you and you prefer the design of the Ultra, want its resistance, and all of the other features that it offers, it's definitely a great option for you. Now, if you want to save money, prefer a more discreet Apple Watch, and don't really care about the resistance and different sports features, the Apple Watch Series 8 is still an excellent choice. Don't forget that the best isn't necessarily the best option for you.